Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. And today, I'm here to bring back a full lesson on somebody, man. This is the first time I'm doing a piece on somebody twice. Now, that person's 051 Melly. Now, the first one got so much of a good response. Plus, after doing that video, I found out more details concerning his murder. So I had to bring it back because I feel there's even more lessons we can learn from the new details that emerged. If you like the last video, you're definitely going to like this one. So make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe. Now let's get straight to it. Lesson number 1. Never underestimate your ops/opponent/competition. Now, a wise man by the name of Lao Tzu, which is Laotzu, once said this: there is no greater danger than underestimating your opponent. Now, you ever watch your favorite football team have a good record and beat all the good teams, but for some reason, every time they play the whack teams that they expected to demolish, they end up losing? Well, that's because the whack team had more to prove. They wanted it more because they was already counted out before the game even started, so they practiced more. They felt it more. You see what I'm saying? That day before the game, they was pumped up, ready to go. But 9 times out of 10, the team that got the best record or whatever, they just like, this is gonna be a breeze. Now in life, this is no different. I don't care how big, small, tall, age, complexion, gender, whatever. You never underestimate your opponent, y'all. And usually when we do, that's when we take the most losses. Now, unfortunately for Melly, he took a loss that he could not come back from, literally, for underestimating the enemy. Now, after doing the first video, I've done more research and found out that Melly may have not gotten backdoored as much as people think. The real story is, a op of his was in the party, Melly upped his gun on him in front of everybody, stayed at the party after doing so, and then one thing led to another. It's even been said that Melly was so comfortable with doing that because prior to then, him and the same kid would be in the same areas even before the party. But Melly was known for doing that, you know what I mean? So I guess he just thought that he could do it. Alright? But listen, in a situation where you pull a gun out on someone and don't use it and not pay that person you upped it on any mind, only tells me that he definitely didn't take him serious. There's no way he took that dude serious. Now, what I try to tell people is this though: pressure busts pipes. Don't ever underestimate anybody, especially when peer pressure is involved. Because honestly speaking, let me tell you this: I don't think the kid that did it really wanted to do it, but it was the fact that Melly embarrassed him and his guys in front of all the other gangs that was present in that party. You think any of them would have took them guys serious had they not did anything? Like, let's be real. So that's where pride and ego comes into play, y'all. Two deadly things when it comes to us men. In my opinion, the kid didn't want to kill Melly, but he probably was tired of being uneasy around him whenever they bumped heads. Now, I mean, whenever they around each other, he tired of being on eggshells, and overall just tired of basically being pretty much bullied. So he did what he had to do. Now it sounds harsh, but that's the streets for you, and every dog has his day, y'all. Alright? They fired that many shots that they fired at that man, if you seen the video, because he knew that he couldn't play with Melly. So it was now or never, and it's that simple, y'all. It's that simple. You can lose your life that quick for underestimating somebody smaller, lankier, fatter, however you do it. You know, small dudes got the most craziest Napoleon complexes. Now, I'm pretty sure, judging from what Melly did, he didn't even expect dude to come back like that, man. Now, that reminds me of the movie Menace to Society, when Kane and Old Dog stomped out dude, and they thought it was a game. They was all laughing, having fun, know what I mean? Jumping on. Then guess what? Know what I mean? Boy came back blasting. The streets is no joke, y'all. I'm telling you. And when you really out there, just make sure you move smart and take every situation serious. I don't care who it is, because it's always the ones you least expect, bro. Least expect that come back harder than you expected. Alright, prime example, Lil Mo from MOB. I'm sure by first glance, dudes wouldn't even take him serious because he's small. Ain't like 15 years old, right? But word around town, young boy is on something. Word around town, young boy really do what he do. Word around town, that boy really, he really about business and he stand on what he say. I'm gonna just leave it at that. So let that be a lesson for y'all, man. Never underestimate your ops at all. I don't care who it is. Now let's move on to lesson 2. Lesson number 2. Watch the decisions you make under the influence. Now this is big. For the ones that know Melly, most of them have said despite what the internet shows, he was actually a cool, funny family dude. I also read that he knew how to sing and he wanted to go to church. And pretty much those are things that you wouldn't probably believe because of what the internet makes him out to be if, I guess, you didn't know him personally. Now, once again, I didn't know him personally. I just see what I read from, plausible people. Now, I say that to say this. With all those good qualities, them same people say he turned into a whole different person when he would get intoxicated. And not to mention, if you look at some of the videos that other people would have of him, he would always have a cup in his hand or drinking or, at a function, getting right. Alright, now, there's even videos on YouTube of him looking a little under the influence and acting somewhat unusual. So, I know there's some type of truth to what they're saying. Also, if you've seen the videos of him at that party that night, he looked a little tipsy and he had a cup in his hand from one of the videos that I've seen. Now, like I said, Melly was a known drinker, so that isn't anything out the norm. However, I always thought that it was kind of weird that he was a target the way he was, but was always out and about and drinking and doing basically whatever he wants, like a regular civilian. Now, people would say, yo, he could do what he wants, he should be able to drink. Yes. But guess what? When you're a target like that and you do what you do and you really out there, you are no longer a regular person. I'm sorry. And you gotta move accordingly. No, you can't take public transportation. What's that dude that got killed in Chicago? Young boy that got killed on a bus or got hit up on a bus or something like that. No, you can't take public transportation. No, you can't be out in the open for too long. No, you can't stay at parties until they're closing. No, you can't you can't even really go to parties like that, depending on where you at. Peep this, right? I know dudes in the street that did some things and they purposely don't smoke or drink. Not because they don't want to, they want to, but they feel that it puts them more at risk because they moving sloppy, and when they drink, they know they get a little off point. Like I said before, you do not get another chance at life, y'all. So I can understand how they move. It is what it is. Now, in regards to Melly, people who were at that party said he was drunk. When he upped it on his ops and that little situation happened, they also said he was feeling nice then. Which brings me to my point now. I think if he was sober, he would have moved a whole lot different. They said he upped it, he went back to playing dice like nothing happened, and in the midst of that, his ops was able to leave and come back, resulting in him getting killed. Now let's be real, y'all. Who in their right mind going to up on somebody and not be on point after? Who in their right mind is going to up on someone and just be so casual and just nonchalant when you see them come back in the party if you did? I don't think they'll even be able to get as close as they did to him to get them shots off had he was on point and sober. But we all know that liquor will have you feeling invincible, especially when you got a weapon on you. Alright? So, I don't know, man. I don't know. But to even up it on someone like that while you drunk, man, I don't know. It reminds me of dudes that get drunk and start fights. I don't know how that's possible because when I'm drunk, I could barely throw a punch. I can't sit there and box with you. Like, I'm just being real. When I'm drunk, I cannot do that. When I'm drunk, I do not turn into Superman. When I'm drunk, I don't feel like fighting the world. I want to get women. I want to get more money. It's crazy. I feel more motivated when I'm drunk. Not more motivated, but I'm just saying it gets me more motivated. Like, my mind started going crazy and I started doing, So my point of the lesson is this. Don't let a temporary decision result in a permanent loss, y'all. Especially under the influence. Yo, look, if I was to get, God forbid, killed while I'm under the influence, I would be in heaven feeling like I got cheated, bro. I would feel like I got cheated, like, God, please, can I get a do-over? Please. I wasn't in my right state of mind. Please. Now look, if you're going to do something, make sure you stand on it and be smart about it. Think it through before you act on it, please, especially if you're under the influence. Now let that be a lesson for everyone out there, knowing they got problems, be out and about, just living life like it's a game. Know what I mean? I don't care how long it's been, how long you think you done had a problem with this person. Listen, you kill somebody, you do anything to somebody detrimental that they feel harmed them, they never gonna forget that. So it could be 10, 20, however many years later, if they catch you slipping, they gonna catch you slipping. Be on point 24/7. But like I said, if you think you just built like that, then all means do what you gotta do. For my smart ones, stay silent and keep your eyes on the swivel. Alright? Now let's move on to the next lesson. Lesson number 3. Be around those you can count on. Now this is a big one as well. Now some thought that Melly was at the party alone. Some thought he was there with people and they just caught him alone somehow. And some just felt that they must have caught him in some special way or something. No. All wrong. Melly was actually there with about, I think, 2, 3, or 4 people, something like that. Either way you have it, he was there with people, right? He was surrounded by people as well. If you see any of the videos, on both sides of him, he had somebody, present. Now, don't quote me, but like I said, he was there with people. Now, what bothers me about this is this. When I seen the video Melly was sitting down and his friends was right there next to him. How is it that no one else got hit, bro? Now, I could be wrong. But just think, if I'm trying to get at a dude, right, and I see his mans with him, I'm going to try and hit them first so they wouldn't bust back as I'm aiming for my target. I don't know. Like I said, I just be thinking about things. They shot mad times at that one target and didn't bother to hit anybody else around them. You see what I'm saying? Forget that. Let me tell you, honestly, it wouldn't even got to that part. If I'm in a party with my boy and I know he just pulled out on someone and he intoxicated, I now become his eyes and his ears because I know that he isn't coherent. I know that he's not in his right state of mind. Either that or we just leave him, bro. But let's play devil's advocate, right? Let's say that they stayed. None of them stopped to be like, yo, these boys just left and now they came back. That's a little suspect. Look, let me know in the comments if maybe I'm bugging out. But come on, bro. Something isn't adding up. Like, something isn't adding up, man. Now, I know some of y'all probably going to say, but Melly was hard-headed. His pride wouldn't have let him left. No problem. If that really was the case, like I said, I would have been extra on point for my boy. You see what I'm saying? If you see the video, dude who was blamed for being involved, which is the suspect or the one that they couldn't make out who actually shot him, but they made out this one face, right? Now, if you look at the video, it's written all over his face that something is about to go down. You didn't know what, but you could tell on his face that something was about to go down. And this is what I mean by having guys around you, man. They gotta be on go just like you. If you know that you out here like that, you a main target, you gotta have people around you that's just like you, on the same type of time, just like you, if they're gonna be rolling with you. If I know I'm hot in the street, I can't be moving with just anybody, bro. You gotta be on the same type of time. If I'm on go, so is he. Because guess what? I want to go all out for my guys, so I'm going to need that same energy. And if not, I can't hang with you. It's nothing personal, but it's my life at stake. If you scared, get away from me. You see what I'm saying? So let that be a lesson, y'all. Be around those who are like-minded individuals. Those you can rely on. Those who you can count on. If not, well, you've seen the end result. Alright? Now that wraps it up for that lesson. Now, last but certainly not least, lesson number 4. Don't ever get too comfortable. For some of us, this goes without saying, but this goes for a variety of things as well. Relationships, your job, in the streets, friendships, everything. Now, in my opinion, Melly was a little too comfortable. Although he wasn't a rapper, boy had major street clout and everybody knew exactly what he was about. So personally, I don't think someone of his caliber should have even been at a house party like that, bro. I don't even do house parties. I stopped doing house parties since I was young because, bro, 9 times out of 10 is one way in, one way out, or even if it's two ways in and out, it's just too cluttered. It's too much. I don't feel safe, especially them basement parties. And nah, I'm good on that. I don't care who you think you are, Superman, whatever. House parties are dangerous, bro. For the bozos that think what I'm talking about is being scared, this ain't for you. Trust me, this video is not for you. I'm talking to the real ones that move smart and know the streets isn't a game, bro. Look, I haven't been in the streets for a few years now, right? But even to this day, I don't stay at functions until they close. If it ends at 4, that means I'm leaving at around 2:50, 3 o'clock. I'm sorry. I come from the Perfections strip club era. If anybody know about Perfections in New York, you know that a lot of guys was getting man down on that side block because the highway was literally right there. You could go to Queens, Brooklyn, Harlem, Bronx, wherever in like 15, maybe less minutes, bro. And like I said earlier, it's not about being scared. It's about being on offense. If you're getting some type of money, hating the streets come from all over. You cannot control it. Or because you might be a pretty boy, or have a pretty chick, or your car, or your jewelry, or somebody see you throwing wild money, anything, bro, and you don't know where it's coming from. Especially coming out the party, especially being intoxicated, however you want to put it, bro. You gotta be on, super alert. Be smart, y'all. Now back to Melly. I also think him being intoxicated, like I said before, man, played a major part in how he was moving that night. But still, either him, like I said, his friend should have told him something. Somebody should have been smart about that whole situation. I don't know. If you feel different, let me know in the comments below. But I'm gonna wrap this one up here, y'all, man. That's pretty much it. I do know, judging from Melly's caliber and who he was and seeing how things played out after he died, a lot of people was relieved after that boy died. Like, let's be real. A lot of people feel they could breathe after that man went. But that's no here or there, man. Let's recap these lessons and let's get going. Lesson number 1, never underestimate your ops. Lesson number 2, watch the decisions you make under the influence. And lesson number 3, be around those you could count on. Lesson number 4, don't ever get too comfortable. Alright? Now don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time I drop new content. Thanks for you guys' continuous support. For those asking if there's anything you could do to help, I just started a Cash App, so if you want, the name is what is that? $V2FLEE. Any and everything is appreciated, y'all. Also, remember, as long as you keep watching, I'm gonna keep dropping, and I'm out.